Konnichiwa from Fritztown. This is the Rorschach Japan update from the 31st of December, 2024. Quick summary of what's going down in Japan. The Defense Ministry released a report on Friday the 27th saying that the Kawasaki Heavy Industries, a heavy equipment manufacturer, created a nearly $11 million slush fund through made-up transactions for Maritime Self-Defense Force, or MSDF, submarine repair contracts. According to the report, the slush fund has been around since 1985, and the company used the funds for submarine crews' personal fun, buying goods like appliances and games, and covering social events and beer vouchers. The ministry began the investigation in July after the Osaka Regional Taxation Bureau report. The Defense Ministry said it would reprimand Kawasaki Heavy Industries, demand a refund of ill-gotten profits, and recalculate contracts. It also plans to further interview MSDF crew members and those overseeing the repair contracts, with potential punishment for anyone involved in the scheme. Speaking of schemes, on Thursday the 26th, Japan Airlines and MUFG Bank both suffered from cyber attacks of a similar nature. MUFG Bank said that it was hit with a huge amount of data that made using its online site slow and glitchy. Many customers had trouble logging in. However, no one stole any customer data, and the bank's computer system was not damaged. The airline company's computer system also experienced a lot of technical difficulties that resulted in several canceled flights and over 60 flight delays. Investigators believe that it was a form of cyber attack where hackers flood a website with data to make it crash. In other news, Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba announced on Thursday the 26th that he plans to submit legislation during next year's diet session to establish an AI system. He said AI could make Japan more competitive on the global market, might even help with labor shortages in different industries. However, he said that AI could easily fool people, so they had to come up with a way to distinguish AI-generated content from human-made material. The proposed legislation will use recommendations from an expert advisory council, which suggests more government oversight across AI research, development, and application. The bill will likely create an AI strategy headquarters involving all cabinet members and include measures such as punishments for malicious copyright violations. In health news, there has recently been a surge in influenza and mycoplasma pneumonia cases. Influenza usually lasts a few days to a week and causes a high fever, sore throat, cough, runny nose, and headache. Mycoplasma pneumonia's main symptoms is a cough that sticks around for weeks or even months. Some patients end up catching both at the same time, which can lead to people being quite sick. Doctors report a never-before-seen rise in mycoplasma pneumonia cases requiring IV therapy. There's also been a sharp increase in patients with influenza. Both illnesses spread through coughing and close contact. To lower the chances of infection, it's best to wash hands frequently, avoid close contact, and disinfect surfaces. Daisuke Ito, clinical director, says that people don't always realize they have mycoplasma pneumonia, and that if you experience persistent coughing despite taking medicine, you should consider seeing a doctor. Flu season was only made worse by the severe weather Japan experienced over the weekend. On Sunday the 29th, heavy snow hit the Sea of Japan coast with temperatures below minus 30 degrees Celsius or minus 22 degrees Fahrenheit at high altitudes. Mountainous areas got the worst of the snowfall with 151 centimeters or 5 feet of snow in Yuzawa Niigata Prefecture and 328 centimeters or 10 feet in Suyaku Aomori Prefecture, both in northern Japan. The snow remained heavy until Monday the 30th, but afterwards it calmed down quite a bit. Weather officials warned of potential traffic disruptions, avalanches, and snow piling up on power lines and trees. This snowballed when a bullet train in Hokkaido, northern Japan, was temporarily stranded after a power failure on Monday the 30th. The East Japan Railway Company, or JR East, which operates the bullet train, said it was running from Tokyo in East Japan to Aikika Station in the north. One passenger said that it was warm at first but got colder after a while. Fortunately, they were not stranded for too long, and JR East transported all 260 passengers on board to a nearby station by taxi. The company is still investigating what caused the failure. They think the train's pantograph Part of the train on the roof connected to overhead power line when the pantograph hit something, possibly because of heavy snow in the area. Meanwhile, the General Support Union recently published a survey revealing that 45% of self-employed delivery drivers for Amazon Japan experienced accidents while on the job, often due to rushing or limited visibility from too many packages. The union has a division specifically for Amazon drivers and advocates for higher wages and manageable delivery limits. Conducted from January to the 1st of December, the survey found that Amazon assigned 21 to 30 packages per hour to 72% of drivers. Many said the workload was overwhelming, with some skipping breaks and feeling underpaid. Nearly 89% of people who took the survey said that reducing the number of packages might help prevent accidents. In keeping with the policy of stonewalling on these matters, Amazon Japan predictably did not agree. It said that it makes safety a top priority in distributing packages and also provides 24-hour driver support. On the subject of workers, the number of foreigners in Japan holding specified skilled worker visas has grown since the visa's introduction 5 years ago. As of June, 250,000 people held the visa, with the number going up by over 5,000 every month. Unlike the technical intern training program, which is another attempt to make it easier for foreigners to work in Japan, this visa allows workers increased flexibility, such as job switching, overtime, and employment across more industries. Also, since employers aren't required to provide housing, they're more willing to hire these visa holders. However, if a worker wants to change jobs, they are not legally allowed to work during job searches, so many take illegal part-time jobs. Jiho Yoshimizu, the representative director of a nonprofit organization supporting Vietnamese people in Japan, said that the policy should change because people can't live without wages for several months. In other business news, Osamu Suzuki, the longtime leader of Suzuki Motors, passed away on Thursday the 26th at the age of 94 due to lymphoma. Suzuki led the automaker for over 4 decades, expanding beyond its core market and emphasizing cost efficiency. Suzuki was best known for his decision to partner with Maruti, an Indian car maker, in the early 80s, investing heavily to become the most popular car brand in India. That partnership became Maruti Suzuki, which today controls 40% of India's car market. His insistence on workplace equality in India also had a very big impact. He stepped down as CEO in 2016, but stayed on as an advisor until his death. In cultural news, the Jumizu Shrine in Mie Prefecture in central Japan installed a giant statue of a snake standing 3 meters or 10 feet high and weighing 200 kilos or 440 pounds. It symbolizes the Chinese zodiac sign for 2025 and is part of the shrine's tradition of making jumbo zodiac statues every New Year. Local residents created the statue in about a month using lightweight steel frames and polystyrene. The shrine unveiled the statue after a procession where children pulled it around in a cart. Kimio Masui, a 76-year-old resident who was in charge of the project to build the statue, said she hoped the coming year would be prosperous, as symbolized by the snake holding a pile of gold coins. Statue will remain on display until the end of March. To see the jumbo zodiac statues of past years, follow the link in the show notes. And that's it for this week. Thank you for joining us. Before leaving, we want to wish you a happy and exciting 2025. Thanks for sticking with us, sharing the podcast, and being part of the community. We'll be here as long as you're enjoying the episode. So if you have thoughts, ideas, and suggestions on how we can get better, don't hesitate to reach out. Shoot us an email at info@rorschach.com. We'd love to hear from you. Matane.